before we get started, we're going to get into Marion Barber III. Uh, Passed away today at the age of 38. Very unfortunate, to be honest. It just came out of nowhere. I saw it in the Discord, and I was like, "What?" Rest in peace to the brother, and hopefully that he's at peace wherever he is. Don't know all the you know don't know all the details about it, but I just still find it, to be honest, is a shock. So, rest in peace to Marion Barber, and hopefully, you know, all is well with him and his family. Prayers are going out to them. Welcome to the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. If this is your first time here, I talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. We're going to talk more of Atlanta Falcons football today. Once again, Georgia Southern football is pretty much on a hiatus until maybe about a month from now. Things will be revving up for the college football season. But June 1st is now. And, we haven't heard anything about Deion Jones, right? Yeah. I think Deion Jones is going to be staying put after the injury and the surgery or whatever. But that's another story for another day. We're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and why the Atlanta Falcons should be thanking them. And if you know anything about these two teams' connection, I mean, how could you not know? So we're going to get into all of that and just go from there. If this is your first time here, I can be found on YouTube, Rumble, Anchor, Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. So if you don't want to watch on this avenue, or if you're listening on this avenue, you can also watch the visual and vice versa. So hopefully you can check all the things down in the description and check out all the ways to support. Every little bit helps, and I really appreciate it. All right, let's remove this image right here. Oh boy. Okay, if you're looking at it on the screen, if you're watching this on the YouTubes or Rumble, there's a picture of Deshaun Watson. But we're not going to talk about him as much as you think we are. For the most part, I wanted to get really serious about this, and I didn't want to wear my shades like I normally do. I'm going to, not wear them today because right now is not a cool moment. We also have to realize that there was at one point that this quarterback, Deshaun Watson, could have been our quarterback right now. And we could have been eating a whole lot of money as far as contract-wise. Fortunately, that didn't work out the way a lot of people thought it was. I mean, even some of the players thought it was going to work out that way. But the Cleveland Browns came in after they thought they were going to be the odd man out because it was against, the Falcons and the Saints, and gave Deshaun Watson guaranteed money, a lot of guaranteed money. And I'm not against anybody making that kind of money. Get your money. If you're talented and you're worth that money, get it. But there's a lot of stuff hanging over Deshaun Watson's head and a lot of allegations. And there's some new ones that are coming up. And I'm not going to get into the allegations, whatever the case may be. That's not what I'm here for. But guilty or not, you just don't want that stuff hanging over your head as a football player or a regular person in general. And definitely for, I ain't gonna say definitely, but for a football team, you don't want this hanging over your head. Right now, the Cleveland Browns have gave us a solid because this would have been a disaster, for the Falcons. We get rid of basically a squeaky clean quarterback in Matt Ryan and turn around and get somebody like Deshaun Watson, which is way younger, and in some cases people say he's more talented, but with all the baggage, it's just too much to carry. And the Cleveland Browns are seeing this right now. I really want to let you guys know that the owners of this team are looking terrible right now, because regardless if he's innocent or not, there's just too much smoke here for just the average Joe that watch football. And I'm not talking about the diehards who want to be and win by any means, which we have some people in Falcons fan base are like that. I'm talking about your average person who really are the ones that keep the football revenue going. They're not going to take too kind of this. They already had a lot of stuff going on with the Cleveland Browns organization when they end up signing Deshaun Watson. But now with this extra stuff coming out, it's just going to be worse. And Arthur Smith should be thanking the Cleveland Browns big time, because even if he gets suspended for a year and uh he come back the following year, this stigma is just going to continue to stay with him. I mean, especially how people are nowadays with this type of stuff and these type of allegations. This type of stuff will stick with you. You gotta, and I think the only thing that will cure that is winning. I'm not sure if the Cleveland Browns will be winning. I mean, yeah, they have a stigma about them. They don't win any football games, and they're the Browns. That's kind of like the meme, like, oh yeah, they're the Browns. But I just don't see it. Even with Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper and all those other guys that they got around, I just think that the team is still going to continue to be a mess. And I think the ownership has to be to blame for that. Jimmy and D Haslam, respectively, I personally think they botched this. They messed this up big time. They put this team in a situation where you got a guy for the next 5 years are going to be making almost 50. I think it's like 50. I can't remember how much he's making. I know he's like 230 million guaranteed over the next 5 years. I think that's right. I don't know. I don't. That's just insane at the end of the day. You're going to be giving a guy this much money and it's all guaranteed, and you just don't know what his future may hold. I'm not saying that he can't play. I'm not saying that he's not going to be able to help them win football games, but that's a lot to take on for the price of winning. I mean, what is the price of winning? Is it really this high? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I like what the Falcons have done. The Falcons have done a phenomenal job of turning things around cap-wise, and I think they've made the team better. Sometimes, and I know this may sound crazy, and I want people to really understand this, and I think people who really understand X's and O's and really watch football can understand this. Sometimes you don't need the overtly super duper star to be successful. Sometimes you just need a whole bunch of guys that are, stars, but you don't need that overbearing superstar. And I think this is what the Cleveland Browns tried to do. They tried to get the box office big time superstar player that could turn their franchise around. And at the same time, there was nothing really wrong with Baker Mayfield. Did he have issues? Yeah, I mean, what quarterback don't? But I don't think, Baker Mayfield didn't deserve this. Now they're holding him hostage, and they don't want to trade him, and he has no other team that want to trade for him. He's like in purgatory right now, and he's probably going to be playing for the Cleveland Browns this year, a team that I'm pretty sure he don't want to play for right now. And the flip side of that, the Falcons have a 2-quarterback system that probably can go either way with Mariota or Ritter. And I think that our team, I can't say this enough, I think our team is going to be better than people think we are. I think this team is going to be a lot better than people think. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. Even win column, win or loss column, I don't think we're going to be laying down to anybody. And I think we're going to be a really good team. But when I look at, what's going on in Cleveland, it's like, how could they constantly find ways to mess things up? Now, I'm not going to say it's messed up because we don't know what's going to be like in the long run. This Deshaun Watson situation could work out for them very well in a few years. But right now, it's a PR nightmare. Like, nobody really wants to deal with this team. I mean, you got some fan bases, the people in their fan bases like really up against this. And with more lawsuits coming and whatever the case may be, it's just going to be a bad look. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand what people's thought processes are. Some people don't care about this. And I'm going to be honest with you, some people just don't. They would rather see a guy that is allegedly having inappropriate contact with women and win football games compared to having a squeaky clean guy that never gets in trouble and lose. That's just the fandom of it. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. How do I feel about it? I feel that, you just let the court system play its role, let the NFL play their role, and they feel like he shouldn't be able to play, he shouldn't. That's even if he was on the Falcons. I just feel like I feel like we should be thanking the Cleveland Browns because it's a PR nightmare. It's already bad enough that the Falcons have enough PR problems now outside of the new thing that we have now. The new red helmets look really nice. Have y'all seen that? Go on Falcons Twitter. Beautiful, beautiful red helmets. I just wish they did the whole uniform, but that's another story for another day. But we don't need those problems. We really don't need those problems. We have enough already with missing out on winning the Super Bowl, losing a star wide receiver, losing a star quarterback, and losing our possibly number 2 receiver with Calvin Ridley. We didn't need to add this on it. We just didn't, because this team already has a problem with trying to keep their name intact throughout the media in general, because a lot of people now, they're saying that who was at fault for 28-3. A lot of people saying that it's not Matt Ryan's fault. Yeah, hindsight is 2020. We was trying to tell you that when he was here, but that's another story. Once again, I just feel that what is going on with Deshaun Watson, I just really feel like there was it would have just made everything worse for Atlanta. It would have made everything worse. And we can't do nothing but thank the Cleveland Browns for that, because I'm not trying to make anything light of the allegations or whatever, because they're very serious in my opinion. I do have a problem with the civil case per se, because I feel like if something really happened, it can go to criminal court, but the justice system just had their way of doing things, so I don't really get into that. But I really feel that we did pretty good for ourselves for moving and shaking the way we did, especially for the quarterback situation. Because soon as Deshaun Watson got over into Cleveland and signed with Cleveland, we ended up picking up Marcus Mariota like right away. And shout out to our GM and our coach, because the coach already called Mariota, said, hey, it's a possibility. Depends on what happens. If Deshaun goes elsewhere, we bringing you in, and that's exactly what happened. And I think bringing him in and the rookie quarterback with Desmond Ridder in, I think that we're going to be, I think we're better off, honestly, than actually trying to get Deshaun Watson to still have cap problems. For us to move everything out of the way and restart and start over was a really good look for the Falcons. And right now we're looking at, now the skies could be the limit. Long as everything is intact, no crazy injuries or anything like that, we go out there, we compete next year, we do the best we can, and next year we have all that cap space, no telling who may come to the Falcons after that, and we're off to the races. So I just think that for what the Cleveland Browns have done by signing Deshaun Watson, giving him this guaranteed money and still have a cloud over his head, we can't do nothing but thank the Cleveland Browns. Jimmy and D Haslam, hopefully you guys will be looking in the mail soon. Arthur Blank might bring something to you guys and let you know how much he appreciates you guys for making sure that Deshaun Watson may not even try to leave Cleveland for the next 5 to 7 years. So that's pretty dope. And in my opinion, the Falcons are going to be fine. I think everything is good, and I think the Falcons have made a pretty good decision. I ain't going to say as much of a decision. I think he just took the money and ran. But the decision of, making sure your team is going to be fiscally responsible and get the right talent in. And I think that's the main thing about this, that we should be thankful for that, because it could have been a nightmare. Shout out to Jimmy and D Haslam, husband and wife, owners of the Cleveland Browns. They're dealing with a PR nightmare to this day, ever since they signed them. And the Falcons are looking pretty good right now. I think so anyway. If you like this commentary, hit the like button. Share this commentary. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the podcast avenues. Let everybody know what we're doing over here. Hit that share button and share it to somebody that you know that don't know about what we're doing over here. Maybe they're Falcons fans, maybe they're Georgia Southern fans. Just hit that share button and say, hey, check this out. What you guys think about this? What you think about this podcast or whatever? Because we're growing, we're moving, we're going right. We're getting everything together right in the right direction. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. All right, y'all. Y'all guys have a fantastic Thursday. I'll be back with the next episode for Friday. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. Check out all the links down in the description. And maybe you'll find something that you like down there. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.